Hello, hi, good morning. It is morning yap, per usual. You know, one of the things I was thinking about as I got on here, because I just made a reel for Instagram that I gotta go post after this, even though I said I was gonna. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that I'm getting more and more comfortable. Many of you all think I'm very, very comfortable, like in front of the camera, sharing my views, like that kind of thing. I just want to let you know that it is like, even though I am very good at it, it is still a bit of a stretch for me to like not filter any of the things that I'm thinking. And you know, sometimes I'm giving it to you all in a mostly, did you close all the doors? Hold on. Was not locked in a room, just knocking on a door that they closed. Anyway, what was I saying? Comfortability in filtering. Oh, I say things a little more PC so they're not so like affronting to some of you that get easily offended by that, because I do want to reach people, and I think that a great way to reach people is through joy and not anger. I think when we come together in anger, it often results in not the best things. I don't know where my brush is for this. Here it is. Anyway, I have something to talk about today, y'all. And what I have to talk about, a couple, and this has been going on, but I happened to see this question this morning, which was like, if they're not going to follow the rules, you know, then like, why should we follow the rules? And I wanted to re-land this idea that like, if we addressed the problems instead of the symptoms, we may not even need rules. We may not even need a quote unquote rule of law. We may not even need police. We may not even need, we sure don't need ICE. We may not need slave patrol. We may not need, you know, all of these things that have been created as a symptom of capitalism, white supremacy, colonialism, patriarchy, you name it. It's all part of the same supremacist culture, right? This belief in, this belief, can I have that please? Hold on. The child stole this very colorful palette that we do not need all over the floor. I gave them a different one that will suit them just fine. Anyway, so if we addressed the root problems, we would actually not need these things that were created as a way to enforce the control and the rule of the culture trying to be dominant, if that makes sense. And so this is just a call for like, why do we need rules? Like, what if we dreamed of a world? What if we collectively imagined a world and collectively worked towards that world where we didn't need this stuff, right? Where we didn't need rules because everyone was taken care of, and therefore everyone was like, no one was reacting in a poor fashion because everyone was taken care of. Most crime, y'all, comes from, at least blue collar crime, you know, most crime comes from it comes from poverty, right? It comes from being kept out of power. And that, there's a child crawling on me. All right, we're just gonna try to block the child from the screen. We'll see how this works, because I had to do a lot of work on yesterday's. And so like, and I know that sounds like Pollyanna, and it sounds like something that could never exist, but I really believe that it could exist. And when people say it can't, the only reason that it can't is because there's some sort of comfortability in where we are right now for you, right? Yeah, you showing them the pretty makeup. Yeah, that makeup is beautiful. It's so beautiful. Is mommy's makeup pretty? Yeah, mommy's makeup is pretty. And so I just don't think it's a far off dream. I think that if we allowed ourselves to believe in that dream, to believe in that imagination, then we would have a different world, right? And that is part of the struggle. That's what, you know, Harriet Tubman was fighting for. That is what Claudette Colvin was fighting for. That's what Rosa Parks was fighting for, was this world where we didn't necessarily need a quote unquote rule of law to control people, because people were just straight up taken care of. Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section. I'm going to get this child down because they are kicking me, and we cannot kick baby sibling in the tummy. So let me know what you think about it. Abolish ICE, do good work, make good trouble. I love y'all hardcore, and joy is our revolution, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.